Hello, my name is Mary, I'm an actor, and this is me doing week 3 of The Artist's Way. Crazy. Much chaos and procrastination ensues. I hope you enjoy this instalment. Watch the first 2 and come back for number 4.
Sense of power.
And what does that mean to you?
Well, so much. I love power. I always have. I always have, from a very young age. As you may have gathered, I have procrastinated The Artist's Way. Now I'm on the subject of shame, which is very relatable. So I'm going to do that and then I'll check in with you later.
So we're on week 3 now, and it's taken me a lot longer than 3 weeks, but I'm going to try and get on a bit of a schedule. I started on Wednesday, it's Saturday now, and I've done all the reading of the chapter and most of the exercises. I need to do a few more of them. This week is about power, I believe. So she's talking about like anger and shame and people, crazy makers, she calls them. But yeah, like people who champion you, people who can take stuff away from you, and lots about what you spend your time on, and lots about critics as well, like being impervious to critics or allowing yourself to absorb the things that critics say and then take what's useful and leave what's projection or a judgment from a similar kind of hurting artist. It's a lot about still protecting your artist child. So she has you like draw your childhood bedroom and think about your favourite childhood toys, and so that's really nice. But I've got a pretty free day today, so I'm going to try and do a bit more of the exercises. I'm still doing affirmations and morning pages and they're going well. Yeah, so feeling a little bit better, still a little bit low, but carrying on. So yeah, I'll let you know what my next thoughts are.
Hello, I'm going to record a voiceover here because here's my B-roll of me typing. But I'm going to explain some of the stuff we did this week because this vlog is all over the place. I went to press night at the Lyric Hammersmith, which is a very cool theatre, and bumped into lots of people, which is really nice. And the longer I'm in the industry and in London, the more people I know, so it's less scary going to those things, which is really, really nice. So I saw a bunch of people I knew. I went with Nor, my housemate, because she works for Lambda, and the play was called Marriage Material. It was really good. The actors had to span like age 16 to age like 65 or something. It was crazy. We've been watching 4 seasons on Netflix because we love Colman Domingo. Sing Sing is a great movie, you should watch it if you haven't already. He's in that, and he's just great. 4 seasons is really fun. It's Steve Carell and Tina Fey. Here's me playing some solitaire, how fun. Yes, also had the closing thing for National Youth Arts Trust, which is the mentoring thing that I did, and met an agent there, which is really nice, and had a meeting with her, which is what's going to come up at the end of this, what I'm preparing for. And that went really, really well. She can't sign me, but hopefully she's given some good advice. I'm going to get some new headshots with Michael Shelford, who I think will be really good. She said my ones just now don't really have enough sparkle about them, which, fair enough. I guess it's a visual industry, you know. Yeah, that's my update.
We're listening to Taylor's version. Well, no, just by Taylor Swift. Owned by Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift Incorporated, because she now has bought all her music back. Isn't that great, Es?
Yeah, it's great.
So I'm celebrating with some solitaire. Hey girly pups. Now we're on the way in the wild to see a play. What are we seeing?
Derry Boys.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot, sorry. I instinctively say Derry Girls.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be our first time at Theatre 503, and FedEx Theatre, soon to be launched. It's going to be coming your way.
How is that relevant? Oh. No, don't say that, Mary.
Well, why?
Because that's not true.
Well, it might be.
As you can probably tell, the wind was crazy in this, so you can't hear anything that I'm saying. But basically what I was talking about was in The Artist's Way this week, she's talking about criticism and looking after your art. Like, you have to have an ugly duckling phase and you have to allow that and not show it to everyone, allow everyone's opinions and everyone's criticism. It should be like protecting a little fire, not letting everyone near it, and that's really important.
We are listening to New Music Friday with new music by Haim and Galen Red and Olivia Dean and Lord. Then we're going to go and do some work in the Dusty Knuckle.
If we can get a seat.
If we can get a seat. We probably won't actually, it's Sunday.
I had to do some yelling for a voice tape. Maybe I will insert one of those now for you to hear. And we made a marketing-ish plan this morning.
Ish! Made a great plan. You made a great plan.
So I am now going to essentially be the creative director. And
Bold claim.
role playing indeed. But yeah, now we're having a little drink.
Cheers, eh? Right, Mary.
Yeah,
What are you going to tell the lady?
I'm going to tell the lady, I'm great. You should take me on. And let me tell you for why. Because I'm French. I'm bilingual, bitch. I'm also Irish. That's pretty cool. The troubles happened. Now we're over it. Isn't that great? Anyway, also I'm northern, from Yorkshire and the Humber. And I'm very tall, which, you know, sometimes a drawback, but also maybe strength. Can reach all things. Get stuff out of the cupboards that high up. Like, for example, wow. Also, rode a horse when I was 12 and can definitely still ride horses now, and loves to play hockey, also is gay.
I mean, that's a pretty good calling card.
Yeah, I've managed to hold down a partner for nearly 4 years now.
Excuse me?
Just saying,
Hold down?
pretty good. Yeah, you're a slippery.
As if I've been running away?
You have.
Right, go on then.
Hi vlog. We're watching Almost Famous with this boy, William Miller. What do you think of the movie, Cub?
I like it. It's my dad's favourite film.
Yeah, it's very about rock and roll. He's just gone backstage with Black Sabbath. And yeah, pretty cool.
How are you feeling?
Good. A bit ill, but not too bad.
How you feeling about The Artist's Way now? You're almost halfway through.
Feeling good about it, but it's definitely taking the back seat. I need to think about it a little bit more.
But I tell you what though, I don't think it's taking that much of a backseat because I think you're seeing the benefits.
That's true, and I am doing all the stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It depends. The tasks that are different tasks that you have to do every day is what I find hard to do. Just to
Yeah.
remember them.
And you're not big on the affirmations.
I do them when I'm in the shower.
Do
I
you?
write them in the shower.
That's quite cool. I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, when I remember. So that's helpful.
Sounds nice.
Yeah. You need to do it.
Yeah, I do need to.
But yeah. We'll see. Anyway. Thanks very much for this update.
I hope your cold gets better.
Thanks. Vlog moment. Babushka is back and off to work. Onto the breeches again, whatever it is.
once again onto
Just
the
one
breach.
singular breach, not several breaches. There will be only one breach today. I'm going to do press night, which is not so fun, but maybe we'll see some famous people, and I probably won't be able to vlog them, but Nessalan's doing on the go Steadicam, which she's getting really good at.
I don't think this is as good as last time.
Oh, but we had a good lunch. She did a bit of teaching and interesting, and then now we're going to get some randoms, maybe some sweets.
You're going to get some sweets to get you through the press night.
Yeah. I normally have to touch a lot of charcuterie meats, which is not my favourite.
Do you?
Yeah,
Oh, why is it not your fave, Mary?
because I'm a vegetarian.
Oh my god, I can't believe you're telling the whole internet that.
Yeah. Veggies for life. Anyway, yeah. Catch you later.
How are you doing on the Artist Way, given it's the last
Good.
day
I
before you
finished
start week 4?
week 3. And that's going really well. And I didn't really do an artist day. I sort of did one.
You've done some good alone time though.
Yeah, some good alone time. So we're going to count that. And then tomorrow, week 4, which I think is integrity.
Ah, that sounds good. Is this the one where you have to not read or watch anything?
I think that's 5.
That's exciting though. Alright, sign off.
Thank you. Signing off.
I'm going to think of you walking.
This train is for London.
Hello. I'm watching The Office right now, and come back from work. It is 5 to 12, and I've got a bit of a head cold, which is not so fun. And S is away for a day. But tomorrow I'm in the box office for a few hours, and then I've got more of a free day. And I need to do some more of The Artist's Way because it's reading deprivation week. And I'm going to start tomorrow because I wanted to get through more of my book. I'm reading Demon Copperhead, but I haven't finished it. So that might have to wait until the week after. I'm going to try and do no social media as well. And no music, I think is also part of it. But I'm going to read the chapter tomorrow, let you know what I think. Good though. I'm gonna go watch The Office and eat this. Hello. I'm a bit ill, so this is going to be a bit less energised. But this is my wrap up for week 3. I also found my vision board that we made in New Year's, so that's kind of nice. But this week was about I did it kind of in pieces, which is less fun. This is about power, anger, joy and grief. Oh yeah, the first thing was about anger and how that like tells us something. It's a call to action and we should use it. It should be fuel. It's not an action in itself, but it's telling us something, that our boundary's been crossed, or we need something, or we need to do something, which is really useful. And that it's just about choosing what to do, and how will just fall into place. The universe will reward you for taking risks on the universe's behalf. God knows that the sky's the limit. Change favours only the prepared mind. And then we just have to do things. Never ask whether you can do something. Say instead you are doing it, and fasten your seatbelt, which I really liked. You just have to start stuff. And then she kind of goes on to talking about shame, because she's like, the fear before doing the action is shame, because we're trying to avoid the embarrassment of whatever happens when we do the action, but actually the power will come from just doing the thing. And a lot about like when you're beginning on this journey, you'll maybe feel shame and anger, and depending on people's reactions, which, you know, I don't think I'm having a lot of, because I'm maybe doing it more secretly. Not intentionally, but just, yeah. But just lots about kind of protecting that fragility, or that when you're starting out, that you need to protect your little artist child inside you. And then it's the antidote for shame is self-love and self-praise. And that kind of when you're beginning to make stuff or make art or kind of be creative, that it matures spasmodically and requires an ugly duckling phase. It's not going to necessarily be good, and that doesn't mean you should listen to all the terrible criticism that people give you, but at the same time you need to give grace to yourself and still praise things, because it's part of the journey that things are shit if they are. And she had the exercises were about like your childhood, and like finishing the sentences, like what was your childhood favourite toy, what was your childhood favourite game, and dealing with some of the like limiting beliefs, like if it wasn't too late I would do XYZ, or I'm too XYZ to be creative or whatever, which is really interesting. I don't know, I found it difficult sometimes to find the connection or the difference between the things that she was like, I want to do this, but secretly I want to do this, like the difference between what you should and what you actually want to do. And I think because I'm not like a businessman that wants to be a painter, I'm not coming at it from that perspective. I struggled with that a little bit, or maybe those just beliefs are a little bit deeper, because I definitely still have some of those beliefs that are what I should be doing and what I actually want to be doing. But I think really it's more like I'm on my phone a lot, and I don't think I should be doing that, but I still am. So maybe it's about the shame for me, I'm not sure. Yeah, you have to draw your childhood bedroom, that's quite sweet. And then like traits that you liked in your childhood self, which I also found quite hard, in terms of remembering as well. But I find it quite hard not to be self-deprecating. Let's have a look. Yeah, and then she asks you to think about like your habits or what's taking up your time, and then friends that like nurture you, that you can contact. So it was very interesting, and I'm very glad I did it. Yeah, morning pages was good this week. I think I missed a couple of days still, and my affirmations are still okay. I think next week is reading deprivation, so I'm slightly worried about doing all the things that are daily things. And I do really want to give it my best shot, so we'll see. She also says look out for synchronicity, things that show up that like you have asked for, just you've thought of, and then suddenly they show up. So we'll see. I hope that happens. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you for week 4.